Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from Redolessence. Welcome back to another review. Thank you so much for joining me today. And in today's Cephalabon contributor video, we're going to be taking a closer look at an amazing fragrance by the brand Xerjoff. This is a 2021 release. I'm also excited to tell you about a special giveaway, so make sure to stay tuned to my review of Torino 21 by Xerjoff. Now, before I begin my fragrance review of Torino 21 by Xerjoff, and I tell you all about this fragrance, what it smells like, performance, comparisons, and also let you know about a very special giveaway, I do want to start things off by mentioning that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Of course, make sure to enable all notifications by clicking on the bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you take something of value from today's video. Now, if you would like to enter for your chance to win a full-size bottle of Torino 21 by Xerjoff, all you have to do is click on the first link down below in the description section. That will bring you to cephalabon.com, read through the article, and after you've become a registered reader, just leave a comment on the article, and that's it. The winner is going to be announced on the date that is specified in the article, so make sure to check back on over to cephalabon.com on that specific date so you can find out if you're one of the lucky winners. So this is an amazing fragrance released in 2021. Of course, I am a huge fan of the brand of Xerjoff, and I have so many ranging from More Than Words to Symphonium to Kobe and Oud and Overdose. There's just so many amazing fragrances from the brand. And this one was a collaboration or a partnership with the Nitto ATP tennis finals in the city of Turin in Italy. And it's a beautiful, bright, fresh, vibrant, citrusy and also aromatic fragrance with some concluding notes of musk and verbena. It really is a special fragrance, especially as the weather starts to get a little bit warm outside, and with the spring season being right around the corner, it's absolutely the perfect time to wear this one. So I'm really excited to talk to you about the smell and also let you know why I enjoy this fragrance so much. But let's go ahead and start things off with the presentation. So as I mentioned earlier, this is a very bright and citrusy fragrance with some very vibrant and uplifting notes. And it's truly fragrances like these that put me in such a bright and positive mindset, and they're mood enhancers in many ways. So it opens up with this very vivid mint note. Now the mint is not overly pronounced, so it's not the main player necessarily. I feel like I get perhaps a bit more of a pronounced mint note from something like 1861 Renaissance, which is in a different collection. This is of course in the Join the Club collection, and that's indicated by the fact that it's in a blue bottle. And we have a lot of other ingredients in here, like the lemon, for example, and a lot of these ingredients do come from Italy, which is where the brand hails from. And so you have that bright citrusy opening, you have that mint combination that just makes it so flavorful, and then you also have the verbena, which keeps that citric personality alive for many hours in the fragrance. You know, one of the biggest qualms that people have with fragrances, especially citrus-dominated fragrances, is that that citrusy component doesn't seem to last a very long time. I'm glad to announce that that's not necessarily the case with this fragrance. It opens up very bright on account of the lemon, but you have that bright citrusy personality maintaining its composure all the way through the entire progression and evolution of the fragrance, which is really, really impressive. And of course, whenever we're dealing with Xerjoff, of course, we're dealing with very high quality ingredients, masterful craftsmanship. A lot of really amazing perfumers have lent their hand to creating fragrances for Xerjoff. So of course, with that bright citrusy and minty opening also comes like this aromatic component, which is really interesting. You have the basil in there. And one thing that I really love about basil is the fact that it's one of these unconventional aromatic ingredients. With so many ingredients nowadays, we have sage or clary sage, and we have other ingredients that can be a little bit overdone. Here we have a very unique combination of rosemary and lavender. Now the lavender that's in here is very subtle. you pick up on just a little bit of it, but it's melding pretty nicely with the jasmine. And the jasmine gives it this clean white floral heart. And I feel like they both share the stage rather evenly. This is not a lavender heavy fragrance in my opinion. It's not a jasmine heavy fragrance in my opinion. The musk I actually do pick up on as it starts to dry down, but I think the basil and the rosemary are contributing quite a lot to the overall aromatic profile of the fragrance. Of course, with aromatic ingredients like thyme and rosemary, it's easy for fragrances to smell quite culinary or to smell like a kitchen. That's not what is happening here. It doesn't smell like a pantry full of kitchen spices. It actually just gives it a very natural breath of fresh air or a natural warmth to the fragrance. And I think had it been for the citrus alone, it would have become a familiar scent, because let's face it, citrus is found in nearly every single fragrance out there. But it's on account of these aromatic ingredients that really serve to define the personality of the fragrance and make it the special composition that it is. This is the type of fragrance that I yearn for when it starts to get warmer outside. So I'm thinking of 1861 Renaissance. I'm thinking of Neo. I'm thinking of Mephisto or Mephisto Gentiluomo. I'm thinking of these types of bright, citrusy, clean, earthy, floral fragrances that just leave me feeling amazing. And this has very quickly climbed to the top of that list, especially given the fact that Neo, which is a member of the Shooting Stars collection, that fragrance is quite on the older side of things now. It was one of the original releases from the brand. So it's nice to be able to have fresh blood, if you will, into the collection. And I really think they did something really special with Torino 21. And I'm so happy to have this. It's been my scent of the day for like the past 3 days. And so it's going to get to that point where I'm very quickly going to deplete my bottle and I'm going to need to get a new one. But in any case, awesome fragrance, highly recommended. And I hope you have the opportunity to sample it. Links are going to be down below, not affiliate links, but I just want to make it convenient for you. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. Now first, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, this is really unique for a citrus aromatic fragrance. There are so many great fragrances of its kind on the market, whether we're talking about Acqua Decima by Eau de Tali, or we're talking about Egge by Nishane, but this totally goes in its own direction. And even when trying to compare it to other similar fragrances from the lineup that might fall within a similar classification, whether it be Neo or 1861, this one still embodies and possesses its own personality, which I truly love. In terms of the longevity, you're gonna get 7 to 8 hours on your skin. This is eau de parfum strength, and I'm really impressed by the verbena in the base that keeps that citric profile alive for many, many hours, thus retaining the fresh quality of the fragrance for a very long time. Projection on this one is amazing for the first 2 hours of application. For that first hour, it will actually radiate beyond an arm's length, and it starts to radiate at about an arm's length between hour 1 and hour 2. But the projection was pretty consistent for like the first 3 to 4 hours. It didn't start to sit closer to the skin until about that 6-hour mark, where you have this sort of intimate bubble that sits within close proximity of your person. And in terms of the versatility, incredibly versatile. You can wear it indoors all year round if you're in a climate controlled environment. I probably wouldn't wear this one in the winter time just because it does seem to be very bright and vibrant, but it's perfect for the hotter weather. It has a very clean, sometimes casual, but because of the quality of the raw materials, I would 100% wear this one formally. And it has a very sort of executive CEO, bright, fresh, active nature about it. And of course, when you're thinking of the Nitto ATP tennis finals, that's kind of the personality that you wish to evoke. And I think this one is perfectly unisex. Anybody of any age can enjoy this one equally. In terms of the presentation, I do love the presentation. I love the graphics that I saw online, and the concept I think was executed very well. My final verdict on this fragrance is, of course, meeting my expectations. When it comes to Xerjoff, you expect a high quality fragrance, and as usual, the brand delivers. So I'm very happy to have this one in my collection. If you're looking for something that is bright, citrusy, minty, fresh, aromatic, musky, but in a clean way, you gotta check this fragrance out. I think it's a solid release from the brand. I'm sure you're going to be very happy with it. So there you have it, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was my review of Torino 21 by Xerjoff. If you own or have tried this fragrance, please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to visit cephalabon.com, first link in the description. Read through the article, leave a comment, enter for your chance to win a bottle. I'm rooting for you. Good luck, everybody. I hope you do well. Thank you for joining me this evening. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, give it a thumbs up. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.